Entry 25 in the Bet Halevi. Writes the Bet Halevi, Zacha Amel B'Torah. If a person has merit, he toils in Torah. No Zacha, if he didn't merit, L'Hamal Yulad, he'll have to toil. Toil in Derech Eretz, toil in business. And the person has a choice to what he toils in. As the sages tell us, Pasuk in Yov says a man was born to toil. And the Midrash says, if you merit and you choose to do the right thing, you will toil in what? In Torah learning. And if you do not marry, you do not make the right choice, so then you will go and toil in what? Toil in worldly matters, which means business and working all day. Now, a person has to know that if it's a zechut, and you have a merit to give you something that, anyways you have to work, anyways you have to fulfill the curse of a sweater brow you will eat. The question is how you will fulfill it. Will you fulfill it with something that will give you merits olam haba, or is it something that's purely for this world? Or if a person works in business, if he uses that money afterwards to support other people to do the mitzvot, his family and other people in the community, then there will be a way to uplift it, but obviously it's never going to be the same as actually learning. A person was primarily created to put effort and to toil. But the choice is, which toil will you choose? Will you choose Torah, and therefore what? If you choose Torah, what happens? Once you toil and you're fulfilling the curse, fulfilling the decree, by the sweat of your brow you will eat, by learning, by sweating over the Gemara, so what's going to happen? So then you're not going to have to be doing it in the sweating of the brow in the field. You won't have to do it, you already fulfilled it. So therefore the Parnassah comes easy. Toiling for a livelihood will not have to be something you do. Like the sages tells us, a person accepts upon himself the yoke of Torah, that he's only, when he's learning, he's focused on the learning, and he does it every day, just like an ox wearing a yoke. It's fully focused, so too, you, when you're learning, it's fully focused. Then what happens? Then the yoke of the government, the yoke of worldly matters is removed from him. He'll not have to go and deal with that burden. However, whoever casts off the yoke of Torah, then what does Hashem put on him? He's going to have instead of the yoke of Torah, he's going to have the yoke of livelihood. He's going to have to work very hard and sweat by working. A person says, I'm working, Rabbi, and I'm working, and I'm working. There's no time to learn. Opposite, when you make time to learn, then the working will be easier and easier. You'll have to spend less time working, and you'll be able to spend more time learning. So therefore, a person that wants to stop killing himself to work, he should start making himself learn. And he says, as we say in the Siyum, the Gemara Sechet Brachot also tells us, we say when you say the prayer for the daily Torah study, we say that I engage in Torah study and toil. And the Goyim, they also toil. But the difference is, I toil and I get reward. They toil and they do not get reward because I'm doing a mitzvah and they're not necessarily doing a mitzvah. So therefore, a person has to try as much as he can. That's what King David said. Shivti Beit Hashem, I want to sit in the house of Hashem all my life, as much as he can, to sit in the house of Hashem and learn. This will be beneficial not just for your olam haba, even for your olam hazeh. The yoke of livelihood will be removed from your neck, and it will be easier to make Parnassah. And interestingly, we notice that there's a special order. As Sfat Emet says, there's a special order in the Shema. We know that the Gemara tells us Shema Yisrael, you have to say V'afta, and then right after you say V'ayim Shema, and then you say Parshat Tzitzit. So the Gemara Sechet Brachot says, what is this? What is the reason we have this order? V'afta talks about how we accept Hashem's kingdom. In the second paragraph, V'ayim Shema talks about how we accept Hashem's commandments. And then only afterwards we speak about Yetziat Mitzrayim and Tzitzit. So the Sfat Emet says, what's the connection between the mitzvot and Hashem, accepting Hashem as our God, and Yetziat Mitzrayim and Tzitzit? The Sfat Emet says, when the Jewish people were taken out of Egypt, He only took them out on condition they will accept Him, Hashem, as God. But, and therefore what? And therefore the sages also teach us, whoever accepts upon himself whoever is really free. Who is the person who's really free? Is the person who accepts upon himself to do Torah study. And this, that he studies Torah, it will remove him from the Yetzer Hara. And also the Mishnah tells, whoever removes from them, whoever puts on himself the yoke of Torah, Hashem will remove from him the yoke of a livelihood. So you see that what? You see that Yetziat Mitzrayim only comes after accepting Hashem as your God and accepting the mitzvot, because through the Torah and through the mitzvot is what will make you free from Mitzrayim, and you'll be able to remember the mitzvot all the time. A person has a lot of times in this world, a lot of distractions, and he has a lot of culture around him. Sometimes you feel like you're living in Mitzrayim, but you should know nonetheless what will remove you and give you freedom from all your material obligations and all the materialism around us is if a person accepts upon himself the yoke of Torah, and he won't feel that burden of livelihood, he won't feel that burden of materialism, and he won't feel that burden of constantly working so hard to make Parnassah. Rather, it will come b'shefa and easily. B'zchut, this we accept the Torah, and we have bitachon to study the Torah, realize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was the one who could give. Who says you have to work 9 hours a day? HaKadosh Baruch Hu can give you even in 3 hours. All depends if you have emunah and bitachon.